Good evening again, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Gaming. This is part 2 of the deck builds. This is T'Challa, and this one is going to be a leadership deck. So, without further ado, let's get to it. We have T'Challa, an alter ego. He has 4 recovery, foresight, set up, search your deck for a Black Panther upgrade and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. We'll get to that. His hand size is 6. His hit points are 11. Not bad. We go to the Black Panther side, our hero side. It is 2 thwart, 2 attack, 2 defense. Alright, 2/2/2. Not a bad mix. He also has Avenger of Wakanda, Retaliate 1. After this character is attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacking character. That is what Retaliate does. And so when he is attacked, the attacking character is going to take a damage, unless they have ranged. And he has this cool thing down there at the bottom of his card. It says, to attack me is to attack Wakanda. So don't attack Black Panther. It's not a good idea. Black Panther comes with a great ally called Shuri. Shuri is his sister. She is a genius, also Wakanda. She has 1 thwart, 1 attack, 3 health. But when she enters play, she's only costing 2. Her response is, after Shuri enters play, research your deck for an upgrade and add it to your hand. Shuffle your deck. Well, how about that? Seems to be a lot of things about upgrades going on in this deck, right? Of course, and this is just his hero kit. So, let's find out what exactly those upgrades are. Okay. So, there are 4 upgrades that come in Black Panther's kit. First one we will get to is, why not? Panther Claws. They are a 2-cost upgrade. Black Panther and weapon. Special attack. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. 4 damage instead if this is the final step of this sequence. You must play the Wakanda Forever event to use this ability. Okay. So, Shuri, this lady will get you these. And T'Challa's Foresight Setup ability will get you these, or one of the other 3. Also, or one of the other 3. So, let's keep going. Those are cool, right? That's right. There's more. Alright, 2-cost upgrade. Energy Daggers. Black Panther, another weapon. Special, choose a player. Deal 1 damage to the villain and to each enemy engaged with that player. Or 2 damage instead if this is the final step of this sequence. So, you could either end with the Black Panther Claws and deal 4 damage to an enemy, or you could end with the Energy Daggers and deal 2 damage to all the enemies that are engaged with that specific player. Could be Black Panther, could be Captain Marvel, could be anybody else that's at that table. Okay. Moving on, we have Tactical Genius, another 2-cost upgrade. Black Panther skill. Special thwart. Remove 1 threat from a scheme, or 2 threat instead if this is the final step of this sequence. You're really starting to wonder what this Black Wakanda Forever thing is, aren't you? Let's get to the final one. It's a 2-cost upgrade. Vibranium Suit. Special attack. Move 1 damage from your hero to an enemy, or 2 damage instead if this is the final step of this sequence. So this basically heals your hero and damages an enemy. Fantastic. It's like Daredevil on call when you're wearing your suit. Okay, so how does that work? How do you make those specials trigger? Well, this is gonna blow your mind, but Black Panther comes with 5 Wakanda Forevers. He has 2 wild resource ones and 1 for each other resource. So he has 5 Wakanda Forever events. They all do the exact same thing. They are all a tactic, hero action, resolve the special ability of each Black Panther upgrade you control in any order. You get to choose the order that those things resolve. The only one that matters is the final one. You resolve each ability is a step in this sequence. So you can resolve your claws, your daggers, your tactical genius, and your vibranium suit in whatever order you want. And if you have a handful of these, you could do it however many times you want. That's when Black Panther really just goes off the rails and can do pretty much everything. Okay, so there's a few more cards to look at in his kit. Let's start with, hey, Black Panther has need of money. He's got plenty of resources because he's the king of Wakanda. So vibranium is a double wild resource. That's right, he comes with 3 double wild resource cards. They can be whatever he needs them to be. He also has a event for Alter Ego, where he can choose up to 3 cards in his discard pile and shuffle them into his deck. 3 different cards, that is key. So basically, if you discard 3 of your vibraniums, you can only bring 1 of them back. That's what that's saying. Okay? Alright, so now you understand how that card works. Let's go on to the next support. It is a 2-cost, the Golden City. Location, Wakanda. Alter Ego action, exhaust the Golden City, draw 2 cards. Oh, where have we seen this kind of thing before? I think it was with Captain Marvel. She has things that can draw her cards as well. Okay, now you have seen his kit. We're also going to include the energy, the genius, and the strength, and 1 power of leadership in this deck. So he is going to be just raking in the dough. Why are we including all of these resources, you say? Well, the reason being is we are running allies. This is a leadership deck. Okay? So, let's start with upgrades first. Leadership upgrades that we are going to have. We have 3 inspired attached to an ally. Max 1 per ally. Attached ally gets +1 thwart and +1 attack. I chose leadership because Black Panther is a king of an entire country, and so therefore he should be a leader. Our next upgrade is a 1-cost upgrade. Reinforced suit. Attached to an ally. Max 1 per ally. Attached ally gets +2 hit points. Okay, so now we're... This card's in of things that are getting attached to allies. We have another 1-cost upgrade called the Sky Cycle, attached to an Avenger ally. Oh, that's very specific, isn't it? Max 1 per ally. Attached ally gains aerial. Oh, cool. Okay. Does that have anything to do with anything? Probably not. This is something that I may have to change, actually, because I didn't put in anything that has anything to do with aerial other than, okay, well, they've got aerial. That's neat. Oh, or maybe not. Exhaust Sky Cycle. Ready attached ally. Haha, yeah, it's staying. Okay, we're also running Regroup. 3 of those. 1-cost support. Interrupt. When an ally is defeated by an enemy attack, return it to its owner's hand instead of discarding it. So now, you could put this card out. If you defend with your ally does not go into your discard pile. It goes back in your hand, ready to be used again the following round. When the round ends, discard this card. That's fine, because we just got our ally back anyways. We're also running a team training. It's a 2-cost support. Play under any player's control, max 1 per player. Each ally you control gets +1 hit point. He only has the 1. It's for himself. We're running a 2-cost support Avengers Tower. If each of your allies has the Avenger trait, increase your ally limit by 1. So that means he could have 4 allies out at once, if they are all Avengers. Exhaust Avengers Tower and reduce the cost of the next Avenger ally played this phase by 1. That could be for him, or it could be for Captain Marvel. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Next we have a 3-cost support of Helicarrier. We've seen this before. It's location shield, X1 per player. Exhaust helicarrier. Choose a player. Reduce the resource cost of the next card that player plays this phase by 1. It can be used by anybody at the table. Alright, now we're going to get into our allies. There are 6 allies. We will start with the non-Avenger one, and that will be Nick Fury. Why Nick Fury? Well, he's going to get us 3 cards. Or he can port 2 threat just by coming out to play, or he can damage an enemy for 4 damage just by coming out to play. He has 2 thwart, 2 attack, 3 health, and at the end of the round he will be discarded. But that's okay because he does a lot of work in that just short time that he's out for. So, he can thwart for 2 by exhausting. He can also come out and give you 3 cards. He's going to take 1 consequential damage. He's going to block an attack, but then you have regroup out, which means Nick Fury comes right back to your hand, ready to be played again the next round. Okay. We have 1 cost ally of Stinger. Play only if your identity has the Avenger trait. Well, look at that. Avenger Wakanda. Stinger does not count against your ally limit. So when Stinger is out and you have the Avengers Tower out, which is here, buried in this pile of cards, your ally limit is actually 5. You can have 5 allies out at once. That's right. How cool is that? Thank you. Okay, and if you have 5 allies out at once, well, you could have Captain America come out for pretty much nothing. No, that's awesome. Okay. We also are running Ronin. Well, you probably want to know about Captain America, right? Yeah, okay. He's 2 thwart, 2 attack, 4 health. He costs 6, so if you don't have a bunch of Avenger allies out, then he's going to cost you a fortune. So you reduce the cost to play Captain America by 1 for each Avenger character you control. So that means that if you are in Black Panther form, Captain America costs 5. If you are in T'Challa form, Captain America costs 6. So there we go. 5 cost, then you have all of your allies out, and he becomes, what, 1 cost? But you exhausted the tower, so now he's 0 cost. Next we have Ronin. Ronin has 1 thwart and 2 attack, 3 health. He's a 3 cost ally. What makes him special? Well, he's an Avenger. Okay. Ronin gets +1 thwart and +1 attack while an upgrade is attached to them. Remember all those upgrades we had? So Ronin is going to be bonkers. Next we have Kalu. Why did I put Kalu? Well, we have this massive amount of Wakanda Forever in our deck. So we can search the top 5 cards of our deck and find one. Ha, that's cool. Yep, 1 thwart, 1 attack, 2 health, 2 cost. And gets us a Wakanda Forever. That's his job. And finally, we bring out Iron Man. He's a 4 cost ally, 2 thwart, 2 attack. Reduce the cost to play each upgrade on Iron Man by 1, which means all of those upgrades would be free. Free 99, I love it. So with all of those allies and all of those upgrades, Black Panther is going to just wreak havoc upon this scenario. And then he also Wakanda Forever. Through the roof. I think this deck will be a lot of fun. It'll pair very well with Captain Marvel doing all of her thwarting. It'll be a really, really, really good time. That will be it. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me. That was Black Panther. This guy. Running this awesome ally deck filled with all kinds of things that are just gonna do craziness. So stay tuned for the scenario where we will be facing off against some villain doing some dastardly deeds. Have a good night.